That's the wildest shit I've ever heard in my life. If I'm reading this correctly, you
Let's play a quick game. It's called Guess the Race. What are you picking up here? Okay, welcome back to Macrodosing. It's a special 4th of July week macrodosing. We are out of the office right now, but we recorded some voicemails for you guys. So it's July 2nd right now as you're hearing this. Hope everyone's having a safe week. Be safe, have fun, enjoy the 4th. I think Homer Simpson put it best when he said, what better way to celebrate our nation's independence than blowing up a small chunk of it? Get some good fireworks. You guys fireworks guys?
What does that mean?
Oh, yeah.
Do you enjoy setting off fireworks?
Yeah, of course.
Hell yeah.
Those people that don't?
Yeah, some people aren't fireworks people.
Oh, I do the most. I go to those little like stands. I be getting like 2-3 racks worth of shit, dog. I do it up.
I love
Fireworks, one of the sneaky, most expensive things that you don't think is going to cost a lot of money. And then you show up and it's $500.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to walk into a fireworks shop and then walk out empty-handed. They know that.
That's true.
That'll be such a sad trip.
But it's also like you got to be careful what you introduce your mind to, because like once you decide to go big, like fuck, I'm gonna do a lot of fireworks this year. You can't do a little fireworks the next year. You always got to do it big and then even bigger. And it's like I be putting on shows. We be up there for like 2 hours and it's cracking.
Fireworks have gotten a lot better too, even in the last 20 years.
Yeah,
Like,
I would say that. Yeah.
The designs that you can make, the grand finale. I always feel like there's 3 grand finales in every single fireworks show I've ever been to. They just keep going on and on. I like the ones that sometimes they blow up into a heart and then they shoot the arrow through it. That's pretty cool.
I haven't seen that one, bro. What?
Yeah, they're getting crazy with the fireworks. Shout out to China. China invented fireworks. Good job, Chinese.
I think fireworks are on their way out.
Chinese.
You think what, Mad Dog?
I think fireworks are on their way out.
You think fireworks are lame now?
No. I think people are stopping fireworks for like environmental reasons, and now they're doing the drone shows.
That's a good
No,
point.
absolutely not. I'm not.
Yeah,
I won't accept that.
I don't
I
think so
won't
either.
accept that.
When I worked for a minor league baseball team, we had fireworks on certain nights, and then we would have to go pick up the fireworks.
That feels unsafe.
After. No, like after, like there's like debris from all the fireworks, so we'd have to pick up all like the pieces after the fireworks.
Did you find any duds?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Because that would be dangerous if they
Yeah,
just send you
that
out.
feels scary.
We're going to send McKinsey out into this field to recover all the unexploded
Yeah,
fireworks.
That's how you lose a
we had like
hand.
a leaf blower and like
say that.
rakes, and we would like rake.
Let's not talk about leaf blowers.
Sensitive subject because of
What's
his
wrong with
hair.
leaf blowers?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I got my hair cut in a leaf blower last week.
Forgot
Oh,
about
you
that.
posted on your story.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why?
Because I was drunk and we were trying to put Dana into a balloon and we were using a leaf blower to fill up. Yeah, I know. That's a crazy sentence to say out loud.
I was drunk and we were trying to put Dana into a balloon.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's
Well,
awesome.
he's a large man and
And balloons aren't that big.
well, this is a big balloon.
Oh,
This
it's
is
like a human balloon.
yeah, like a small human-sized balloon.
Gotcha.
And we're trying to fit him in there, and so you got to use a leaf blower to blow the air in to make it expand to pull it up over his like legs and then hip and then shoulders. It's a big process. So I was bending over because I was grabbing the balloon at the bottom, trying to get it up his legs as somebody else had the leaf blower in there, and they've got an air intake on the side of a leaf blower, and it sucks the air in so it can blow it out. My hair got next to that intake, and it sucked in a huge chunk of it. And then the leaf blower was just pulling my scalp as it was trying to run, and that hurt so bad. I had no idea what was happening at the time. Then when
lose some hair?
yeah, they had to cut a bunch out.
Damn.
Yeah, a lot. My hair was perfect until then, and now because of that, now I have a bald spot that wasn't there before, but it's only because of the leaf blower, nothing else, and not genetics. So it stinks.
Are you thinking about cutting it?
I am. Yeah, I am. I think it might be time for a mullet.
Oh, that's the worst. See, yeah.
What do you mean? Mullets are back.
Almost the worst fucking hairdo like of all time.
It's a great 4th of July hairdo. Oh, dude,
shit.
you're not even thinking about the synergy when I'm cruising around in my El Camino with my mullet blowing in the wind.
No, you're gonna look exactly how you think you're gonna look.
Awesome. I'm gonna look great, and that's that. So, okay, so maybe not a mullet, but in the next 2 weeks, I'll just say this: I'm going to make a big decision one way or the other. We'll see.
I like it, man.
We'll see.
Maybe time for a change.
Yeah, I've had this we had a good run, me and this hair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Real good run.
I
Okay.
can't imagine what you'd look like without it.
I had short hair for most of my life until I was like 27, 28.
What made you
I'm
decide?
sure, but I didn't know you then.
Yeah, that's true. I quit my job, Arian, and then I was writing from home, so I thought to myself, I'm just going to grow my hair out. I've always wanted long hair, but having like a desk job, it's been you go through that stage where it's not short and it's not long yet, and that's the worst stage. It's really hard to get through that because your hair just looks like shit for 6 to 8 months until it actually reaches a length that people can tell you're intentionally growing your hair long. So I'd never made it through that barrier, and then I finally made it through that barrier because I didn't have to worry about showing up and putting on a collared shirt and looking presentable. So I made it through that barrier, and then I was like, I've just always been a long hair guy. It just took me a while to get here. So we'll see. Maybe I'll have short hair by the end of the summer. Maybe
Are you really gonna get a mullet? Like, what you gonna do with it? You gonna get a fade? You gonna get a taper? You get the Travis Kelce?
Yeah, maybe I'll just look like Travis Kelce. I'll get an earring. I'll grow a lot. It'll be
Start
great.
dating Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you
Yeah.
don't have an earring.
What does that mean?
You strike me as an earring guy.
Actually, yeah.
True story. My mom used to tell me when I was like a teenager, she'd always say, "You look really good with an earring. You should get an earring." I feel like no boy's mom ever tells them that. They're like, for the love of God, don't get an earring.
Yeah, that's like the opposite of like a mom giving advice.
Yeah, my mom just kept saying, "You look good with an earring." No, I don't think so.
You know what that was?
She's
She was
a cool
calling you a
mom.
square.
She might have
like,
been.
She's like, yo, go do something crazy, bro, because you're a fucking Poindexter.
Yeah, my son's a nerd. He needs to start.
Go get an earring. Go get some chicks, dog.
Go get arrested or something. Do something cool.
I be telling my kids that, bro. They be inside. I be like, man, go outside, dog. Go break a window. They was like, really? I was like, I promise you, I will not get mad if you go break a window or do some kid shit. Go get dirty. Go jump into go do something. You're just inside, and it's just go away. They're like, all right, I'm gonna break a window. I'm like, sure you will. Come back,
No,
come back
you
inside, and nothing's broken.
I'm gonna go break a window. And she's like, "You won't."
I promise we had this conversation. They're like, no, you gonna be mad if we do. I'm like, bro, go break a window. Go do it. I just be wanting them they're so good. They're just really good kids. So like they won't even curse around me. I'll be like, say a curse word. They'll be like, mm-mm. I'm like, you guys are so square.
Yeah, you got to. Yeah, that's bad parenting on your part. Your kids are too good.
Nah. I know they be doing shit when I'm not there. I want to have the confidence to do it in front of me. I want to know who you really are. Don't give me your church. Don't present to me your church self. I hate that. Don't do that.
Arian, I think that you've always been a nose ring guy, but you just don't have a nose ring.
That's because I used to have a mole right here. And it kind of feels like I probably could. Wait, hold on. Was that a reference to something?
No, you said that I'm an earring guy with no earring. I think you're a nose ring guy with no nose. You would look very good with a nose ring. I think it would fit
I agree
in.
with that. Yeah, I agree with that.
Big T's a tongue ring guy.
I thought he struck me
I
as a
don't think
nipple
so.
pierce guy. Nipple pierce guy.
Nipple pierce?
Yeah, like a real freak under the sheets type fella. You know what I mean? You don't want to let you know, but you gonna get it in. You know?
He's got like the Kevin Durant tats where it's just the perfect shape of a polo shirt underneath his body. He's got the jail
That'd be
tats all over
sick.
the place. That would be sick.
Does
And
Kevin Durant actually have that?
Kevin Durant has a shitload of tattoos, but they're all underneath where the basketball jersey would be.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you meant Kevin Durant had a tattoo of the outline of a polo shirt.
No, I'm saying that
That's what
Big
I
T,
thought,
his
too.
body is covered in tattoos,
Oh yeah.
but they're always covered perfectly by a polo shirt.
That'd be very funny.
Yeah, and his head too. The top of his head is a giant spider web.
We'll never know.
Yeah,
So
that
Big,
could already be real. We don't know yet.
Big T, do you put the tongue ring back in right when we're done podcasting?
Usually, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's that dude? Who is that dude with the ESPN commercial where he's like all proper, and as soon as as soon as it cuts off,
John Clayton.
John Clayton,
there
rest
you
in
go.
peace.
Yeah, R.I.P. He like takes it off and he like listens to rock music and he's like,
Yeah, the rumor was that John Clayton had a ponytail. And so everyone just kept saying that, and we eventually just thought it was true. And then he did that commercial to make fun of that rumor.
Beautiful.
All right,
Those
so
This is Sports Center commercials used to be the best.
That's true.
they were really
That
good.
is true. They had really good ones.
What was your favorite?
The
Big T?
LeBron one, the LeBron one where I think it's Scott Van Pelt is sitting in like the throne, and LeBron comes in. He's like, Scott, did you take my chair? And he's like,
Yeah.
I don't think so. Hope you find your chair, LeBron. That one's really good.
They had all of them.
There's so many.
Like, I remember everybody just busted up laughing, and he's like, "Say it again." He's like, "What? He's like, what's your name?" He's like, "It's Trey Wingo," and everybody started busting up laughing. That's a good one.
I like the Y2K one where Y2K hit, and then the office just turned into chaos, turned into Armageddon, and Charlie Steiner was running around with a lantern saying, "Come with me if you want to live." That was a good one. The Ovechkin one was really good too, where he was a spy, and he was like a Russian spy that like descended from the ceiling, like with the Mission Impossible straps, and then they walked in, and he had to act like he was just in the printer room making copies. Yeah, the Don't Walk commercial, where they did an infomercial to raise awareness about traveling in the NBA.
Oh yeah, yep, that was a good one.
Yeah, they had some bangers for sure.
Yeah.
We got anything else we want to get to, or do some voicemails here?
Do some
Knock 'em out,
voicemails.
man.
Voicemails. Thank you guys for calling and leaving messages. We appreciate it. What's the number that they can call, Mad Dog?
347-560-0401.
Hey, Macrodosing crew. This is Lee from Texas. So I had some life advice question. So I have this girl that I've been friends with for about a year, right? And I've always really liked her. She's a great person, but she just got out of a breakup of like 4 years, and so she's been pretty clear that she doesn't really want a real relationship right now. So I've been very, supportive of that, but I had a situation with a coworker tried to reach out to her and like hit on her, and so I had to kind of explain to her, that I liked her and everything, and we still remain friends. Nothing's been awkward or anything. And then I talked to someone, and they gave me the advice. They're like, why don't you just ask her on a date, see what she says? And so planned on doing that, and I went to go drop off my cat at her cat cafe, and found out that she had a guy that she's been on several dates with now. And I'm just wondering what I should do. I talked to her about it. She said that, she doesn't really want to date me because we're friends. And she said maybe it's just the wrong person right person at the wrong time. And I really don't know what I should do with this, because I do really like her, but, it just doesn't seem like it's the right time right now. But I still do want to be friends with her. She's a really great friend, and we get along really well. So I'm actually supposed to hang out with her tonight. So if you guys have any advice on that, I'd love to hear it. Stay beautiful, stay handsome.
Okay.
Damn.
So should we unpack the phrase cat cafe?
Yes, I would love to.
That shit is
He was
crazy.
dropping off her cat
At the cat cafe.
Like it's a kid that he's taking to school.
No,
Like
hold
they
on.
have
Was it
joint
his cat or her
custody.
cat?
He was dropping his cat off at her cat cafe.
She has a cat cafe.
See, I don't know if it's her in like she owns it, or it's like her go-to cat cafe.
I think it's her go-to cat cafe.
Yeah, her
Maybe it's her
favorite cat
hangout
cafe in the
spot.
area.
It sounded to me like that's her business.
She's a cat cafe
Owner.
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 Maybe.
Either way.
I didn't know
I
you could
hope
just
you
drop
didn't
off
get a
cats
cat.
at
I hope you didn't get a cat to impress her.
Damn.
the. I didn't know you
hope-
could just drop off cats at the cat cafe. I
hope
thought
you-
they kind
I
of
hope you
came
like cats.
pre-catted.
No, I think you bring your own cat to
That's
a cat
what I'd
cafe,
imagine,
right?
but you'd have to stay. I think so.
Is that how it works? Because
I
cats
think
aren't
so.
the most social creatures sometimes. So you just bring your cat to a cat cafe and you're like, go play with your friends. Wouldn't they just get into fights and try to hurt each other?
I thought it was like they have. I thought like the cafe owned like 24 cats.
You think that they're all property of the cafe?
I'd never step foot
Yeah.
in one, so I have no idea.
I don't have experience, but like how like goat yoga's a thing.
Yes.
Like I don't have to bring my own goat to goat
No.
yoga. Why would I have to bring my own cat to the cat cafe?
Because I think it's a socialization thing. I don't know. The answer is I don't know. But
Safe space for cats.
I was always under the assumption that it was like you bring your own cat to a cat cafe, but I never understood how they
BYOC.
worked. Yeah.
A
Because I got a
cat
dog
cafe
park.
is a themed cafe whose attraction is cats who can be watched and played with. Patrons pay a cover fee, generally hourly, and thus cat cafes can be seen as a form of supervised indoor pet rental.
So it's their property of the cafe.
Yeah. That's what it sounds like.
So you're paying money to go hang out with a bunch of stranger cats.
Yes. But I think that's more fun than bringing your own cat. Why not just hang out with your cat at home and
Fucking
drink coffee?
weird, bro. What?
And
You
so
go
she,
to a place to have a pet cat for a certain amount of time and then leave?
Yeah. You're like a cat uncle.
yeah, like therapy dogs, but it's cat cafe.
Except they're cats that don't like you.
Yeah.
Arian, let's play a quick game. This is one of my favorite games.
Hey, bro, that's the wildest shit I've ever heard in my life. If I'm reading this correctly, you
Let's play a quick game. It's called Guess the Race. What are you picking up here?
man, bro,
What are you sniffing?
I can legitimately say I have never heard of that shit before, dog.
It makes more sense if it's like, some bars have dog parks or dog areas.
I've heard of all that.
That seems more normal, where you can bring your own dog. Your dogs run around and play. Dogs like each other's company. Dogs are friendly. They'll come up to you. You can pet dogs. But cats, going to hang out with a bunch of cats that don't trust you.
I don't know, man.
And the fact that he's dropping a cat off at the cat cafe.
That's none of this makes sense. And
Have a great day at work.
Whatever you do, wash your hands, man. All right, so let's get to the meat and potatoes of why he called. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, my brother.
Yeah.
But you are in what they call the friend zone. Listen, every woman that has guy friends, they are you. They are waiting for her and they are waiting to pounce. So if you have friends that are girls, like this is more 99% of the time this is the case. They waiting for you to be single so they can pounce. And I'm gonna shoot my shot. You guys can be platonic, but in the back of their minds, they waiting for their shot.
I don't think that's necessarily true all the time.
Okay. Bullshit.
Definitely not all the time. No, I
didn't say all the time. I said 99%
You said
of the time.
99% of the time.
Bro, 99% if you got, bro, I'm telling you, don't take my word for it. Pursue at your own risk. All I'll say is this. If a lady is saying I'm not interested in seeing anybody around, that could be the case. But if she is starting to go on dates, well, then she's just not interested in you.
Yeah.
That's what that means. And yeah, she don't look at you as she might look at you as a real good friend, right? And that could be the case. You obviously don't, right? You can see her as a friend, but also like you look at her more than a friend. But she obviously doesn't. And the proof is that she's dating other people. And so I would just go ahead and pack it up. That's a hard safe to crack.
Yeah. Because she knows that you're interested.
Yeah, and that could be a turn off to women who have male friends.
Yeah, she knows you're interested. She knows that you would like this to escalate if possible. It sounds like you're being a good guy in terms of respecting her wishes to not have anything serious going on. But it also sounds like she is not opposed to pursuing romantic relationships with people that just happen to not be you.
Yes.
So it sounds like she's making her choice, but she probably doesn't want to hurt your feelings. She probably likes you a lot, but she is just kind of letting it be known that it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Yes. So, but I mean, if you want to continue, if you really value her friendship, then yeah, be like, all right, it is what it is. You have to like tuck the feelings a little bit because she can keep it platonic. But if you was just waiting, then it's probably time to,
Yeah, ask yourself this question: would you still drop cats off at her cat cafe for? Would you be doing cat errands for her
Right.
if you knew that there was zero possibility of a romantic relationship? My guess is probably not. That would be a bridge too far, I think, for most people. You can still be friends or whatever, but I would not recommend like going out of my way to keep impressing her and showing her what a nice guy you are, because I don't think that is going to lead to a relationship between the two of you.
It's also just like she's gonna catch on, and then she's gonna be like, "You're not being my friend anymore. You're just trying to like show off."
Mhm.
I don't like that. Don't
Now, Maddie and Mac, you disagree, and I'm curious. You don't think that more often than not, when a man is friend with a woman, he's waiting in the wing?
I've
waiting
had
his turn?
I've had like both situations where that's happened to me, but also a lot of the guys that I'm friends with in college or now or whatever, like I don't see that path at all. Like even like Mackenzie and I are in the same friend group. Like I just don't think I think maybe, okay, let's say more often than not, maybe yes, but I like to believe that there's good guys out there that are just trying to be my friend. I like to believe that for like my own sanity.
I think that does exist. There's definitely guys out there that would just want to be your friend. But if they make it even hinted at that they're pursuing something else, and then you say, let's just be friends, and they're like, okay, yeah, I'll just be friends. They're always going to be trying in the back of their mind. It's always like, maybe if I'm just a really good friend.
From my experience of being a dude and being around a bunch of dudes is like, it's only a matter of time, man. It's only a matter of time. That's just my experience. Like I don't think it's like that for everybody. Cause I genuinely had probably one, woman friend who we have had zero. I've talked about it on the show before, because zero romantic anything, because her and my other best friend who I went to college with, they've always had a thing. But me and her are really close, and so I would never cross that, out of respect for that. And, we just had a long history. So other than that, though, that was one. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
what is crazy, I think.
Yeah.
I've had women friends, but you get to hanging out.
Y'all think
nights get later, drinks get less. It's
I think we've had different experiences.
I'm thinking about
it happens, bro.
I'm thinking about like Mackenzie and I's life, and I do not see that for us. But you chime in. You say what your piece.
I don't know. I think it depends. I would say.
Yeah.
Sure.
I would hope that the people in my life who I see platonically also see me platonically. I think that's all I can hope for.
And that could be the case. I'm not making that argument. I'm making an argument that, given the opportunity, more often than not, a man go pounce. That's just from my experience. That's what I've seen.
I think for this voicemail though, like specifically, like you just can't, even if so this guy said that he has made it known to her that he would like to pursue a romantic relationship, and she said no. Just don't treat her differently, and then don't act differently than you were before. Don't try to like take that as taking one to the chin and finding a new slant in. Like,
it's not a challenge.
Yeah, it's not a challenge.
She said no. Yeah, she has said no.
No means no.
And it sounds like he also, I forget the way that he opened it up, but I think he said something along the lines of, I've been seeing this girl for a year.
Yeah, they've been like friends for a year.
Yeah, but it sounds like he's already like built that up in his mind as being
like seeing her. Yeah.
It sounds like you're just good friends.
I don't want to put that on him. Yeah, I don't want to put that on. I don't know that.
Okay.
But maybe just let that one go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because then it just gets it just gets so messy.
It'll get weird. It'll get weird. Yeah.
Now I've got another suggestion here. If you are trying to win her over, and
scratch that.
Yeah.
Fuck what we just said for the last.
No. If you're trying to win her over, I have a plan. Every woman wants to be saved, right? They want the damsel in distress. So what you got to do is you got to roll up to her cat cafe with a stray dog, and open up the door, let the dog go in there, and then like a minute later you run around the corner and you're like, I heard that there was a big fight. Oh my God, there's a dog here. And then you've got a bunch of bacon in your pocket and you rescue her entire cat cafe from the dog and you take the dog outside and then boom, knight in shining armor. And then I think you're good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay.
I think
That would work
something's
for
got to tie back into the cat cafe.
Then she's gonna introduce you to her friends. She's like, "Oh my God, you guys got to meet this guy. This is my friend, and he saved all my cats." And then you be like, "God damn."
Is that like embarrassing for a guy? Like if I introduced like a guy like, "Oh, this is my friend so and so."
I think
Nah.
if you're like the same age and you're both single and you were to say that, then it's like, oh,
If you
okay,
think it's
what happened there?
Yeah. If you think it's more like if we've been on some or whatever dates or we've had some meals together and I'm like, yo, I kind of like her. I think I got a shot, and then she introduced me. Hey, this is my friend. And I'd be like,
But like, what else is the option here?
you could be like,
This is Arian.
Boo.
yeah, this is.
Don't even put a label
boo's too
on it.
much.
It's my
Yeah,
booth
boo's
egg.
fine. Yeah, yo,
It's
this is so and so. Met him a few hours. Yo, we've hung out, had some good times. Don't have to put a label on it, but like friend is a very.
It's a term.
It is.
It's a
term.
label.
My buddy. This is my little buddy.
This
This is my
pal.
best. This is my bestie.
Yeah, homie. This the homie.
I'm guilty of that.
It's my bestie.
Big T, do you have any advice for the cat situation?
I think y'all about covered it. Just, you don't want to be messing around with the cats anymore, probably, and that's fine. There are other
Yeah, that
other
might be a red
cats
flag.
in the cat cafe.
It's true.
Mhm, yeah.
There's plenty of pussy to go around.
Took the words out of my mouth.
Tongue ring guy, definitely, yeah.
But sorry to this man, but I think she may not be the one for you.
Yeah, and that's okay.
You want someone who wants you back.
Yeah.
That's my advice.
Because the reality is, as much as you might be attracted to her, you might think that you've got a future together. Don't build it up in your head like that, because you're just going to keep spinning your wheels in the same situation that you're in. You're going to get your feelings hurt because she's going to have other boyfriends. Then you're going to make that about yourself. Like, oh, what is it about me? It's probably for the best that you just completely dissociate any idea of a romantic relationship with her and try to find somebody else.
Yep.
And maybe still be friends with her.
Yeah. Exactly.
You gotta find somebody else to be miserable with.
All right, next one.
Yep.
What's up, Macrodosians? This is Scott from Chicago. Making a road trip from Chicago to Texas in about a month with my wife and dog to see my family in Houston. Shout out Arian for the peak years of my Texans fandom. I was in middle school. I was wondering if y'all have anything you'd like to highlight when going on road trips. Obviously, Mad Dog with your gas station knowledge, but also anything you like to stop, see. Maybe a fun-looking tourist trap billboard or world's largest statue or something. Also, maybe you can share what your longest road trip you've ever taken or what music hits the best for long drives. All right, guys. Stay handsome. Stay gorgeous. Thanks. Bye.
All right, road trip advice. I feel like Big T's got some solid advice on road trips.
You do too, probably.
I've got a couple ideas, yeah.
If there is a local gas station chain, you got to try it. Obviously, you have your Buc-ee's, but in Illinois, there's Casey's. They have delicious pizza at Casey's. You've got, I'm sure there are others throughout the country. Racetrack in Georgia, Racetrack, greatest gas. Quick Trip as well, Racetrack and Quick Trip, yeah. If there is a used bookstore, I am stopping. Yeah, it's pretty much it. I mean, I'm not, if there's like the world's largest ball of twine or whatever, like that doesn't do a lot for me. But used bookstores and gas stations that are like unique.
I think certain elements have to be met on the road for me to pull over when it comes to food. So I'll usually try to find a good barbecue place if I'm on the road. And my thought process goes like this. If the logo for the barbecue place is a pig, that's pretty good. If the logo for the barbecue place is a pig wearing an apron, that's better. If said pig has a fork and a knife in each hand while he's wearing an apron, that's great. If it's a pig in an apron holding a fork and a knife and he's serving a pig to a different animal friend that he has in the logo, that's a must stop. If he's got like a little chicken buddy next to him and he's got a big plate of pork and he's serving it to him as a chef, you're going to have some of the best barbecue of your life, and you need to pull over at that place.
I mean, what's it called? Because that sounds like fucking specific.
I've seen it. I've seen it before, and I have to stop. Got to stop. Got to check it out. Also, on that road trip, I believe you're going to be passing. It's going to be in the near vicinity. I picked up the highways right here, and I'm looking at the route that you'll probably be taking. So you're going to go south through Illinois. You could stop in St. Louis if you wanted to, or you could go, it looks like, through parts of Kentucky, and then it takes you to Arkansas. Make a little half-hour road trip out from that Arkansas border there, swing by Memphis, Tennessee, and check out the Bass Pro Shop Pyramid. Highly recommend the Bass Pro Shop Pyramid.
Yeah, I like that. I like doing. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to add to BFT's barbecue thing. The worse the exterior of the building, the higher probability that it's going to be very good.
Yeah,
I like that.
You want it looking like a dump.
I like that.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
If there are people
If your
that are
barbecue joint is like a very nice building, not going.
if there are people that are standing outside of this dilapidated shack that serves barbecue, that's a great call. Now, if they're sitting down outside, if there are chairs outside that people are sitting at, I'm not talking about like outdoor dining out front. I mean like waiting chairs. That's going to be some great barbecue.
Yep. But that's kind of my go-to. Like when I do road trips, is I'm so excited about my upcoming road trip. I'll tell you about in a second. But I plot out my course, and then any kind of like local, if I know anybody or I know anybody has been through there, I look for like really like those mom and pop shops. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like any kind of mom and pop, like local cuisines that you can't get everywhere. I always stop by those. Because that's just like those would be the best. Those would be the best spots. And I don't music. That's about I make music, and music is such a big part of my life. When I'm on road trips, I generally don't like to listen to music. I like to listen to people talk, not podcasts though. I listen to like either video essays or like debates, any kind of debates, like either religious debates or political debates. I like to listen to those kind of things. That's just a personal preference though. I'm really excited about my road trip though, dog. I'm renting an RV, and so we getting like this big 12 passenger RV, and we going from Houston to Orlando. I'm super excited about that one, dog.
Very
We're going to
nice.
Disneyland or World or whichever one it is.
What is that? Is that 2 days?
I think the total trip is 13 hours. So we're gonna break it into 2 days just so we can enjoy the journey over there. Cause I love driving. Like road trips is one of my favorite things. It just clears the mind. It's really good. I love it.
I like that. I like listening to podcasts, but I typically like doing like podcast series where it's like a 6-part investigation to like one specific thing, one event that happened, and then you get into the whole. It feels like you're binging a show at that point.
Love them.
Also, get a good playlist together because even if you do words, sometimes you're gonna want to just throw in a couple hours where you're just vibing on music.
Yeah.
Get plenty of combos for the road. You got to have some good snacks.
Beef jerky. Beef jerky may be the best road trip snack.
Yeah, when we went out to LA, we had a bunch of beef jerky, and it was like different types. It was beef. We had some turkey jerky, some venison jerky. Just mixing up with a variety of jerky. If you eat spicy food, it's good too. Just anything to take your mind off the road. If you feel like a little bit uncomfortable eating spicy food, that's a good hack. We made a list. It was me, Billy, Bubba, and Snapchat Steve, and we just did a draft of animals that we would have on our football team playing different positions. That ate up a good, I'm going to say 3 hours. So any sort of draft or just like competition you can have, always solid.
I would say my dad loved going to restaurants that were on diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Yeah, that rocks.
If there was like on the stop, that's a good one.
Yeah. Plot out your bathroom strategy wisely. Mm-hmm. That's just day one stuff, though.
Yeah.
The dog is probably going to be a big wild card in that, too.
Yeah, because you have to stop way more to like let the dog pee.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fuck that shit.
That's
All
a
right.
long road trip with a dog.
Anything else?
Find as many good rest stops as you can.
Yeah, document the rest stops.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta get a fun hat.
Ooh.
You gotta get a road trip hat.
Like
That-
a bedazzled, like I
Yes.
love Jesus hat or something.
Yeah.
it could be something like that.
Chuggy
Yeah, I haven't heard that word in a
type
while.
of hat.
Yeah. A cowboy hat would be solid.
Yep.
Picking up some So True signs.
Yeah, some So True signs are
Oh,
some great
yeah.
ones. The hat situation is going to be important. You want a fun road trip hat. If you could get like one with a couple eagles on it, that's always a good one. Just a USA hat
Yeah.
for a road trip.
Find like the keychains with your name on it
Oh,
at the
good
gas
one.
stations.
Yeah.
Get one of those.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. New voicemail.
Yep.
Hey, Macrodosing crew. This is Mark from Tennessee. I've got a riddle for you boys and ladies. Okay, so a dog is on the side of a river. He has to cross to the other side without getting wet. There is no boat. There is no bridge. There's no plane, nothing like that. How does the dog get to the other side of the river without getting wet? Stay handsome, stay gorgeous.
Now, I could cheat and say that since the width of the river was not specified, it could be short enough that he could just jump over, but I'm assuming that's not the answer.
I looked up the answer. That is not the answer.
Is the river dry?
The river is not dry.
So the dog has to get from one side of the river to the other without getting wet.
And there's no boat or bridge.
Yeah, this is a good one, I think.
Are
we-
riddles, bro?
Are we going to be mad?
Yes.
There's so many things that could be. That's why I
it's
hate
gotta be-
riddles.
It's got to be something like the river is dry, but it's not the river is dry. But it's got to be something.
It's like it's like kind of similar vibe, kind of.
Can you go around?
Nope.
Go to the end of the river?
No.
Let's see. Are there any other kinds of rivers besides water?
That's not it.
It's River Phoenix. It's his grave.
No.
And you have to walk, just walk over it.
River.
So it's not a different type of river.
No. Mm-mm.
Without getting wet. I don't know.
Is
I got
water-
nothing.
Is water wet kind of vibe?
No, not really.
Jump.
No.
Okay, there's a bridge, and
He's
he just
wearing
walks.
shoes.
No.
There's a bridge. He just walks over the bridge.
No.
I
No
don't-
bridge.
I'm out.
No bridge,
What
no
is it?
boat. Are we giving up?
Yeah.
I'm giving up.
River is frozen.
Oh. Yep. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's kind of silly.
Sorry. Sorry.
But also be safe if you're a dog. You don't know how frozen that ice is.
Nah, take your
Yeah.
chances, man.
Only
You got to
if
get
you're a
across
dog.
that river.
Okay, that's actually it's
If
not
you're a dog
it's-
listening to this podcast,
It's not a bad riddle, I guess.
be careful.
If you're the dog that is on the road trip to Houston and you're listening to this podcast.
Okay. All right. I give that riddle a 5 out of 10.
Okay. You
I
didn't
give
get
a
it.
One.
It was riddling.
I know.
It
You make
riddled
a
for sure.
stupid ass riddle like that though. It's just so stupid. Riddles in general are kind of dumb. You just
I don't know if you guys would
invent
be saying this if you got it right.
That's true.
I would be. I hate riddles.
I like doing these riddles now. All right, last one.
All right.
So what's up, Macrodosing crew? My name is Kevin from Washington, D.C. I just have a little bit of a problem. For 4th of July, my pool has been running a belly flop contest. For since I was a little kid, I was a plump little boy, and I would win the belly flop contest all the time. And over the years, my form has gotten a lot better, so I continue to win even as an adult who's maybe not as fat in reference to when I was younger. At this point, I'm 26 years old, and the belly flop contest has become a debilitating injury every year. So I'll go off the diving board, I'll make a big splash, everyone will clap, everyone will yell, everyone will tell me I'm the man, and then I can't move for 3 days after. I'm in a bit of a predicament because I really don't want that to happen again, but I feel like my pride has to take over. I've got to win the belly flop contest. What should I do? Stay handsome, stay beautiful.
Okay, so
Drink.
yeah, I think you got two choices here. It's very simple to me. One, you either continue to do it and you just say, fuck it, I'm going to eat the pain later and I'm going to commit to my belly flop form because now you've got fans and you've got expectations around you. You're known as the belly flop guy.
Damn.
If you feel like you don't have that dog in you anymore, like you don't want to endure the pain afterwards, you have to retire. You don't want this to be sad. You don't want people to remember your belly flop form as being anything less than perfect in the last time that they saw you compete. So once that fear creeps in, you either got to say, I'm going to do it anyways and I don't care, or you got to get out entirely and be known as a legend. Retire on top of your game.
Or you're like, you make it a thing. Can't none of y'all beat me. So I'm tired of winning. Like, it's just no competition. And then you make it like that thing and then incentivize it. All right, what do I get if I win? That type vibes.
Yeah.
Put something up if you want to see the greatness, because if not, you wasting my time.
Yeah. I like that. There's nothing left for you to prove at this point.
For what? You're the champ.
Yeah.
They gotta come see you.
And then if you go too long, you're eventually going to get to the point that somebody's going to surpass you, and that's going to be your lasting legacy instead of the legend you've been.
I thought this was kind of fucked up what happened last week. Willie Mays unfortunately passed away. And then
R.I.P.
There was an article in, I think it was the New York Times, on his death, and it was talking about his last World Series and how he looked like he wasn't himself in like the last game that you saw him play, which is kind of messed up because he was such a good athlete. You shouldn't remember him by the time that he decided to walk away from the game. You should remember all the other stuff. I mean, there's time to remember all that, but probably not the day that the man dies. But it is just
an asshole.
Yeah, kind of an asshole move. But that's kind of correlated to your run that you've been on in the belly flop contest.
Yeah, that shit always kills me. Like, people will be like when I hear my name being talked about, they'll be like, when he was healthy, he was really good. Like, no shit. Like, yeah, when I was,
you don't want to hang on too long and be the Dolphins' Arian Foster in the belly flop contest. You got to get out while it's
for this reason, brother, because that's all they'll remember. That's all they'll talk
exactly.
about.
That's what I'm saying.
They won't talk about your glory days. They'll talk about the one time you fucked up the flop.
Arian Foster, the Dolphins running back?
Yeah, the Dolphins running back?
The Dolphins.
That's a good one.
Yeah, you there's no room, especially in the belly flop game. It's all mental. So once you feel like that
I keep
side
it a bean, bro.
over.
I respect it. I've never actually done a belly flop.
Yeah, I would not enjoy that.
That shit looks like it hurts, dog.
You just have to just turn off that part of your brain because every part of your instinct is like curl up when you hit the water.
Oh, I can't do it. You ever done a belly flop, Big T?
Yeah, I mean, many years ago.
Damn.
When I would go on vacation every year with my family and our other family friends, the beach like club thing would have the Big Daddy Splash, is what they called it. Ooh. And it was like you could do a belly flop, but you could do anything. And our dads would always participate.
Yeah, good belly flop. It's impressive to watch. It gets people going.
It's very fun.
Yeah. I won the belly flop contest on my my swim team when I was like 7 years old. Still talk about it to this day.
Yep.
It was a sad little splash.
Oh.
I was the only one that did it, I think. All right. We have any more voicemails?
That's all we got.
Okay. All right. Good chat, everyone. Hope you enjoy your 4th of July week and hope you have a great one. Enjoy yourself.
Faded, be safe. Don't drink and drive.
Yeah. Don't be like Justin Timberlake.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is going to ruin the tour.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
He said, this is going to ruin the tour. And the cop said, what tour? And he said, the world tour.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
And now the cop is getting like shit on because he didn't know who Justin Timberlake was.
Yeah, but I feel like this is Justin Timberlake's PR people because they went and they interviewed a bunch of people in the Hamptons.
Yeah.
And they asked them about this cop, and a couple of them called him like the Nazi of
like a prick.
Long Island or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's all going back to the fact that he harasses people, this cop allegedly. You can't make that argument about what he did to Justin Timberlake, though. No. He like ran a stop sign and he was swerving allegedly. I haven't seen the video yet, but yeah, are you actually saying that he should not have arrested Justin Timberlake because he's famous?
Yeah, crazy.
That's not how it works.
Oh.
Even
Sorry,
if it
buddy.
will ruin the tour.
Sorry,
Even if it
buddy.
will ruin the tour.
Yeah, the tour.
All right. Well, we will see you guys next week, and I love you guys.
Peace.